Hey, can you hear me?
So, Chucky.
Can
I can hear you.
Man, my mic didn't work all last season. Then some reason it's just working all of a sudden.
Your mic?
My camera will work. You could see me, but my mic wouldn't work.
Dang. I know how that be. Yeah, I just finally switched it up. I see.
What, the sim?
Yeah, with the color piece, I say they didn't get none last year. I was like, dang. So now they call everything.
Yeah, man, I play. It's pros and cons to both. I'm in another league to play sim, so I just don't like the pass interference. It'll kill you.
Yeah. You can't be doing all that bumping like you was.
Yeah, but I like it for that reason. Because last year niggas was taking niggas out.
In Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. This fielded at the 2. And will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
I got a young team, boy. Shit.
Ready. 18 Gator. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Rudolph on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
I nigga threw 3 interceptions, 3 straight games.
Okay, ready? 53, Mike. Recon, 132 fight. Fresno. You're out. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch that. Ready, go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll take this
I was right there.
for a Texans touchdown.
Good one.
A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Check. 53 Mike. Check. Hard. You go night. Don't go night. Check 9. Check. Crunch. Tighten up. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
64, weak. Check. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Ready, go.
2nd and 10.
What's the
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
61.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jim. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hatchet. Out. Squeeze. Get in there. Ready.
They'll run now with Brown. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Your trip is here.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Back to throw here. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, linebacker, picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Let me
They
get
told us
that.
repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense
Yeah,
here on the
want
road
that.
early.
Yeah, want that ball,
I don't
man.
think they
We
were
get that
above
up.
all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen?
And here's
This
another
nigga, man.
interception, the
Jesus
third
Christ.
of this first
That's a
quarter.
new quarterback.
Picked up by Kenny Moore.
Yeah.
He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear?
Yeah, that's a
Maybe
new
change up the play
quarterback.
call to help him out
Well,
a
he
little
ain't
bit.
gonna be my starter.
Credit him with a
I got
1-yard
the
gain
rookie.
there
I
to make
got
it 2nd and 9.
He's gonna be my starter.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Wide. Get wide. Protein spill. 53 is the law dog. Watch the run. Undercrunch. Undercrunch.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Are you?
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna-Nwosu.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation
that he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Uchenna-Nwosu got the sack there. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Oh,
you got to catch that.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's able to find Wallace. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Come on,
first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 43-yard line. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He's got his man, that's Wallace. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Check 24, check 24. Quick dash. Come. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. SOS. Check. Let's go.
Now back to throw. Steps away. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 13.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run. It's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Rudolph. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Down. 8, read.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
17 on the double. Check him out. X3.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Pilot, 64, weak. Mr. Mike. Mike 91. Target, 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 target. 91 is the Mike. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Able to get away. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Damn ball.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Let's go, let's go. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Metcalf. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Switch, switch, switch. Bang, bang, bang. Ready.
This is Brown.
Check 4.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard.
Chopper, chopper. Hey, check 4.
They'll run it here with Brown. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Watch the safety creep.
Don't get scared now, Negro.
Man, this joker going slow. I can't even, like, call my play.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 2nd quarter.
It was moving too slow. I couldn't pick a play.
Oh, you was lagging. You was over that lag.
It's lagging, man. It's terrible.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. They gonna need some therapy.
On 3rd down, Brown. Now
Oh,
Brown
that's trouble.
across the
Let's
football.
go.
And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Let's go.
They're going to take over right
the shit
there at
out
the
you, man.
22-yard line.
It looked like he was
No
down.
coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover.
I don't know about
That's
that.
what I thought.
Yeah, right now, you know they've become regular season. He's going to be ready to go. And maybe he'll be like, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Yeah, you had to bring up some shit this time, huh?
Nah.
That would have been my fault the last game, man. Going out the way.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
Yeah, on some bullshit now.
Check, let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Look
And
at
that is
that.
incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Yep. Go, Mike Vidua.
They'll drop to throw. In trouble.
Let's go, baby.
Down back at the 12.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football.
No,
Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
No, toe. She thought she was doing toe.
Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Exit. 51 to Mike.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chris got
We click on the wrong
the
nigga,
ground.
man. Get
And
out
the
of here.
Texans push further out in front.
They had me click on the wrong nigga. That's how y'all gonna do me.
Hopkins with the extra
They had me
point.
click
And
on
that
the
pushes the
wrong
lead
nigga.
up to 11.
Oh, boy. Shit, I got to go through to be great in this league, man. I be whooping niggas over there.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Oh, shit, man.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What we're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build
Man,
off
the
of.
difference
That's what
with
they're
this
looking
league
for
is
here.
everybody over here know all the tricks. Over there, they don't know nothing. They don't look at that.
All the
So the
tricks.
opening play of the
Man,
drive goes
They need
backwards.
to
Now
give
they'll come
me
up on
something.
2nd
I
and
don't
12.
know. That is the cheese
That's
shit.
the problem.
After the run, Rudolph now going to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Take it to a 2.
We've got
Shit.
a 14-3 ball game
Nigga
with 2
whooping on
minutes
me.
left
Take it
in
to
the
a 2.
opening half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from
We can't get a yard. We won't even be playing.
Larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Rudolph now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Going deep here for Allen.
Come on, man. Why I can't pick the ball off?
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground
Come
and brings
on,
up
man.
fourth down.
It's
Nigga
always
like
a goal.
97
It's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Check it out. I could let the CPU beat on me like this. Shit.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interception.
Man, that should have been another pick. Now that wasn't the interference. He mugged him.
Down, and this one incomplete
Nah,
as
I
well.
didn't touch you, man.
So back-to-back incompletions.
Man, that was a mugging.
You're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. You're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for the end zone. And for the
That's
fourth time
good.
tonight, it's an interception. Julian Love
I
picks
should
it.
have lost.
Give me that, man.
At his own 10-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Let me get that about you, man. I found me a goddamn
Now it's
offense.
1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, here's Rudolph.
Come on,
And that
man.
is incomplete. Showed off the arm
That's
strength
how y'all
there,
gonna
but
do
to
it.
no avail. 2nd down.
That's very well timed there.
That's how
Defensively.
y'all
It's
gonna
not
do
a
it.
bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hold
And he'll
on.
push
They
forward
hold
here
it.
for a good little run
They
as the
let her do
clock
that, dog.
continues to run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
That's some bullshit, man.
Here's Rudolph. Setting up the screen for Cook. And some room to roam now. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's some bullshit, Chuck.
This offense
You
finding
know it.
its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You're right. You won't get that again.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's get some points, man. Shit.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal
Oh,
unit
man,
to
I
see
might not
about
get
getting
this.
3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a
I might not get
57-yard
that.
attempt. And And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice.
How long was
it?
it?
But it's well short.
Fucking
So we
wind
have
was
reached
holding
halftime
me
here
back.
in an 11-point contest. As we send
And
you
we got
over
kick
to
off.
Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Our starters
Let's see
likely
how
to
Mike
be out there
gonna
for the
start,
third
huh?
quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
That was. Damn, man. You want everything, though. Come on, face man.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because...
And for the 4th time
Give me that.
tonight, it's an interception.
Get out of here. Who is that? How? I'm throwing that over his head.
Woes, they just continue to mount.
Hey, man, we ain't trying to talk.
Be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think
Damn,
a
Rudolph,
confidence
still in
hit
there?
does occur once you start getting those numbers up
Oh,
there a little
yeah.
bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready to break. 56, right there, 56. Check tight, check tight. Ready.
Now Rudolph. And this one
This man
incomplete.
dropped it.
Too much contact to hold on to that
Why
one,
not?
and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another
I got
nice example
NSF. We
there
can't remove
of
the
them making it
fucking ball.
difficult to complete a pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And he gets it to Funchess complete.
That was a good play.
And he'll take it into the
Let's
end zone
go.
for a Patriot touchdown.
Let's go,
Devin
man.
Funchess, 47 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's
So
a terrible
tried to throw it in
motherfucking
for
play.
2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to
I should have kept with my goddamn play, man.
Quick fade, nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So
We just out here throwing picks.
Come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's got Smith here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And this is incomplete.
What the hell? What was that?
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught, Smith, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25.
Yeah, I should have hit him earlier.
Fell to the backfield.
I was about to run for it, but I seen him crossing.
Sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Check 3, check hard. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Ready, go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he can't.
Come on, man. His acceleration is better than that.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook.
Shit, you went up the wrong hole.
His feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Hey, man, I started to draft him.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I passed him up at the draft. I wanted to get him just because he was from Michigan.
As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer.
Anyway.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded at the 2.
One stop. You can get one stop. Oh, Lord. Lord.
And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Yeah, he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Roberts got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's the backup Kaiser.
Oh,
and the throw left
God.
sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete.
This nigga out of here.
Get it together, man.
This nigga out. He terrible. Man, your game is pausing.
Oh, you waiting on me? Shit, my bad.
Keep his feet in. Second down.
Wow.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there.
Man,
You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they're going
It's
to
Jake
mark
the
him
Snake,
down
baby.
short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go. 25, check 25, check 25. 6 guy, check 6 guy. Check, 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 check.
Here we go with Johnson.
Good
And he's
one.
in. Touchdown, Houston. A 6-yard touchdown run.
Big
The
hole. I just
Texans
did.
push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it
Hit
back to
him
just
there.
about the 25. Call it the 24-yard
That
line.
nigga got the shit hit out of here, mama.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run again with Hilliard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Hilliard. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down,
Kobe Bean
I've got to get at
Bryant,
least
man.
4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5, escaping the pressure right. He's able to find Wallace.
That's old cold,
And
man.
he's going to be
That's
taken
old
down
cold
with another
bean,
first
man.
down as the stop's made at the
I got
Texans'
old Kobe Bean
38-yard
Bryant,
line.
man.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle
That block.
each time you snap the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike 58 right there. It's our time. It's our
2nd and 9 now. They'll roll him out right. And he finds the tight end Green. And he's brought
Let's
down,
go.
but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off.
Kobe Bean Bryant out there ball.
From inside the 5. Now a give right side. Hilliard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
This 4-down territory shit.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up and good.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on the
Please don't catch that.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Squeeze, get in there. Yep, motion. Check, crunch. Tighten up. Gone. Check. Watch the edge. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Grant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Charlie. 56 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hatch it. And go.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Under 10.
That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Man.
He got 29 yards that time. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And it'll be intercepted.
Let's go, baby.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Line of scrimmage to the 31 now on first and 10.
This is going to be my star quarterback though right here.
Right.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout.
I don't
Not sure I see the
Budo.
logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be
Dang, let me
incomplete
jump up, man.
as time has run out on this football game. So